It's time for your TLC Hiking Club specialty vid clip, you could say. So here's what we're going to talk about today, guys. Been asked from a number of you to put a vid together and kind of go over some of these details. And here's what we're going to go over. Dress, attire or wear clothing that is appropriate for our hikes, along with the food and the resources that we take on these particular journeys, adventures, the long ones as well. So the first thing that we should make mention is, look, there is no right answer, 100% factual right answer when talking about these types of things. These are all professional opinions, amateur opinions, things that we read about online, on the forums, etc., etc. Okay, so this is not to offend anyone. So look, don't get offended. This isn't being drive home to anyone in specific. It was just mentioned. Hey, Eric, you might want to put something together just with these tips. Okay, so let's get right into it. The number one rule out there for any hiking or endurance activity is you never wear cotton. I mean, it just, cotton's a no-no. Now, there are people out there that wear cotton t-shirts and blue jeans and cut-off jean shorts for hikes. Sure there are. The reason why you don't wear cotton, or you shouldn't wear cotton, is because, one, it's heavy. Two, it's not wick. It doesn't wick the moisture away. It actually retains it. Denim, cotton, it takes very long to dry, so it adds to the chafing of someone. It adds to the weight that you take on the adventure. It's just not a wise thing to take. Now, look, there are several people that I know of that have been hiking in jeans for 10 years, and that's all they wear, and they have their reasons for doing so. And look, if you're comfortable with that, again, don't get offended here. This is just a mere tips and advice to give to all that are searching for tips or advice, or that are open-minded enough for tips and advice. Okay, so, and I'll give you an example. If you were to ever get hurt on the trail where you needed search and rescue to help you, and I'm not talking needing to fly you, maybe they just needed to limp you along to the end of the trail because you sprained your ankle badly. One of the things that they look at and assess is, were you properly ready to do the hike? Dress-wise, water-wise, electrolytes, food, etc., etc. And if you're not, in their mind, they're going to let you know that. Look, you didn't have the right attire, you didn't have the right footwear, you didn't have enough water. They're going to let you know that. So just to put that out there. So I need to let you know that. Being a hiking club organizer or leader, it's part of my duty to also pass this information on to you. There you have it. So cotton. You should not be wearing cotton socks. You should not be wearing cotton clothing at all. Again, if you do and it works, it's been working for you, God bless you. Rock on. You should be looking for stuff that's wicking, that's going to wick the moisture away, rapid drying material, polyester, nylon, those types of things. You don't have to spend a fortune, although I know that you can. The hiking arena has become pretty sophisticated and comprehensive as far as the clothing is concerned. Shoes. Shoes is yet a topic amongst itself. There are shoes out there that are designed to help you ascend, designed to help you descend, some that are more designed for trail running, some that are more designed for rock surfaces, have rock plates. So, if you were going to dial it in completely, you should have several types of hiking shoes. One for a trail run, where you're going to be mostly flat for the day. You should have a set of something that's more sticky, rubber, if you're going to be in some moisture. And, on and on. I mean, you should have 2-3 different types of hiking shoes if you're going to dial it in. Look, I get some people, man, will go out and buy $25 pair of Nike hiking shoes, and that will last them for 2 years. If that works for you, rock on. Moving on, shorts or pants. Every hiker should probably have a pair of convertibles and a pair of good quality shorts that you don't tear the rear end out in. And again, they should not be cotton. They should be different material. Shirts. You should have yourself maybe some compression shirts or loose-fitting compression shirts that have the wicking material that will dry pretty quickly because you are sweating a lot. It's not heavy. So keep all that in mind. You can get pretty comprehensive with the materials that you buy. Look, what you do now may be great, and if it's working for you, great. Again, don't get offended with this. This is just some tips and advice, because some people like to ask, hey, what do you use? Hey, how are those hiking shoes? And some people will try it out. Some people won't, because what they've been using for 40 years works. Rock on, right? So, no cotton. Should get some wicking type of stuff. And look, we're going to be doing the Zion Narrows coming up, right? We should have some of the neoprene socks for that type of event. If you're going to be in water, yet again, a different sock should be used when you're going to be in water. And we'll kind of get into that when we talk about those hikes coming up. Let's get into the food resources. And again, everybody's body chemistry is different. So when somebody says, oh, you need to be using this, well, maybe not. Just because salt tablets works for your body chemistry doesn't mean it'll work for Johnny's or Cindy's or Jenny's, etc., etc. So keep that in mind. But take the advice. Look, if you're bonking out, at 20 miles, maybe you need to try something different the next time, right? M&M's, beef jerky, potato chips, hard-boiled eggs, branched-chain amino acids, protein mixes, chia squeezes, goo gels, on and on. I mean, you can get comprehensive in the amount and types of food that you can take on these adventures. Let's face it. Salt tablets. Now, it will get expensive. Sure, it can get expensive. But, if you're doing something, an extraordinary adventure, you probably want to make sure that your pack has some comprehensive sustenance within it. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, guys. And again, if it's working for you now, great. Now let's talk about training for an event, leading up to an event. I come from a very organized, team-structured athletic regimen. When I was in, elementary, junior high, high school, everything that I did was organized from trainers and coaches. And they would teach us how to train for an event for the week or 2 weeks leading up to each event, and what to do, what not to do for the days leading up to it. And one of the things that we were always taught, you definitely don't put booze or alcohol in your system 48 hours prior to any athletic performance. Now look, are there people out there that go drinking the night before and do extremely well? Sure there are. And again, rock on. I'm just saying what I do personally, because people have asked. And I take it very seriously. Look, will I have drinks afterwards? Absolutely. I'll have a beer down by the pool, after the event, just like anybody else will. But leading up to the event, I take it very seriously. I'm not going to be drinking alcohol. I'm going to be making sure I have the right carbohydrates that are going into my body. No spicy foods. No foods that can treat your intestinal tract weird and leave you on the toilet the morning of a hike, which will dehydrate you. So there are reasons why I choose to eat certain foods the night before or 2 nights before an event. So just keep that in mind. And this, again, this is just a teaser. Some people would ask me to put this together several times, so that's what I'm doing. And I don't mean to offend anyone. If what you wear, what you choose to eat before every event works for you, rock on it. Just sharing a little bit of what I do. We'll see you.